Okay. We back. Woo! Smash that like button, smash that notification bell, smash that subscribe button. Make sure that you check out the new membership program, the join button next to the subscribe button. Oh man, we back. What's up, kids? Oh yeah, we back. It's time. Time for round 4, 5, 6, and 7. Falcons have 3 picks in those 4 rounds. Let me know if the music is a little too loud. Oh man, I'm so excited. I'm so excited, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. Rise up and stay grounded to all the peeps that are watching. Make sure you share this out to your friends and family. Smash that like button, that notification bell, that subscribe button. Make sure you check out the membership channel, the membership button down by the subscribe button if you would like to help out monetarily every month. Let's go to the chat and go say hi to all of the grounders that are in here. Please make sure that you say hi back. I promise I don't bite. Hal Snipes, Dexter Vlash, Justin, what's up, dude? Blizz, Daniel Bell, Falcons fan 408, Anthony Wright. Good to see you guys. D-Side, what's going on? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Stealth Mode, what's going on? Rise up, Stealth Mode. Dross in the building. Dirty Dog in the building. Hey, let's go. All my peeps in the building. All my boys in the building. All the peeps in the building. All the peeps through here. Let me open up my Twitch chat. Hello, Twitch chat. Hello, hi. Hi, Twitch chat. How you doing? How's everybody doing out here? What's my Twitch doing at? What's my Twitch peeps doing out right now? There's 6 people in the Twitch chat right now. Boy, Bangley in the building. Good to see you, my man. Rise up, stay grounded. Shinigami, thank you so much for the sub with the Twitch Prime 16 hours ago. I really appreciate that. Raichu cheered for 20 bits 2 days ago. Thank you so much. Be Smooth, thank you for following the channel. I really appreciate it. Joseph, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Joseph in the building. I'm so excited for all of y'all to be here. Thank you so much. Bengals are on the clock. Bengals on the clock. Does this show over the top of the other thing if I put it up there? Guess it doesn't. That's good. That's good. Thank God. Man, I'm so excited for all of y'all to be in here. Cole, what's going on, man? 420 hangover from day 2. Woo. Woo. So many people still on the board. So many people ready to play. How do you guys feel about the first 3 rounds of the NFL draft for the Atlanta Falcons? Pick is in for the Cincinnati Bengals. Redskins on the clock. AJ Terrell, Marlon Davidson, and Matt Hennessy. Who out here drinking some Henny today? Because we got Matt Hennessy. Hennessy. My boy. Oh, man. Jay Neeson, good to see you, my man. Rise up, stay grounded. I hope you're doing well. Simply Land, what's going on? You like it so far? That's good. That's good. That is great. Wunderbar. Wunderbar. Wonderful. Wonderful. I love it. I'm glad you're loving it too. I'll keep those open like that, and then I'll open this like this. Love it. Love it. Pantera, good to see you in the Twitch, my dude. I love this draft. 3 rounds of BPA by position. All the guys they had contact with, very interesting because they all had primary contact. Akeem Davis Gathers, outside linebacker out of Appalachian State, now goes to the Bengals. Very solid pick there. Very solid pick there. Breaking, the Redskins are trading Trent Williams to the 49ers. Want to give a quick shout out to Aaron Freeman. He invited me onto his show this morning, but I suddenly had issues with errands that I was running outside of the house and had to take care of those errands, and I apologize to you, Mr. Freeman. If you would like to do something at a later date, please hit me up. Or somebody could hit him up on Twitter and let him know what's going on. Or I believe he might be live currently right now if you guys want to tell him that I am currently doing my own stream at the moment for day 3. Philip Bonner, Drew ATL. But Trent Williams headed to the 49ers. Lions are on the clock. So it looks like, and this is very strange because this hasn't updated. I don't know what's going on here, but on the screen, on the live screen, Trent Williams has been traded to the 49ers. What is the compensation? We need to find out what the compensation is. So the Niners have a new left tackle in Trent Williams from the Redskins. That was something that we were talking about this morning. Have you already told us what you think about Hennessy? I think that it is a solid, straight pick. It's going to be probably your starter day 1 at left guard and then moved to center. Boy Bangley with the gifted tier 1 sub on Twitch to my boy Pantera. Thank you so much. Make sure you hit those emotes, love and hype, and those sub emotes in the chat. Read my message, Dan. I put it in the chat. Finally, the Redskins have agreed to terms with the trade of Trent Williams to the 49ers. Took until day 3 of the draft. Washington gets it done. San Francisco gets help with the petition, and it's for a 5th this year and a 3rd next year. Wow. Big picks. Big picks. Let me reload this page for some reason. It said that the Detroit was on the clock twice. So the Redskins pick is in. The Raiders pick is coming up next. This draft is going to be flying today, so if I start missing stuff, I'll have to go back. Falconator HD, sup fan from work. What's going on, my man? Hope you're doing well. Wouldn't mind if we get Eason or Fromm. Carl Prince always thinking about the next quarterback. He wants Matt Ryan out of the paint. Everybody in the chat, tell Carl Prince how you feel about trying to get Matt Ryan out of the paint. Carl Prince, I hope you're doing well, man. I'll keep both of those chats up today so that I can see everything. But it looks like the Redskins pick is in. Who will they take? They are taking... Who? Charles? Shattuck Charles? I'm not saying that name right. I know I'm not. Left tackle? Interesting. So Trent, would they get Trent Williams and then they select another left tackle? So this must be the guy for the future, and Trent Williams comes in here. Maybe he moves into guard, dudes. Warhawk, what's up, dude? Virtual high five. Hope you're doing well, man. So happy you're here. Tages. Let me write. You know what? Just because you said that, where's my pen and paper? Tages. I'll remember better if I write it down. Let's write this bit down. Tages. Yes. Jis. All right, cool. Thank you so much, Tages. Appreciate it. Sadiq Charles? All right, interesting. Sadiq. Oh, wait a minute. So the Redskins trade Trent Williams to the Niners. Niners get a new left tackle, and now they immediately draft a new left tackle. Interesting. All right. Sorry, my brain was scrambled for half a second there. Dude, the scrambled brain. Scrambled eggs on my brain. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so the pick is in for the Raiders. We're going to be moving fast, so if I miss picks, just don't get upset. Suck dick. He was pretty good with LSU, though. I'm not going to lie. So Shanahan and the Niners with Trent Williams now with a left tackle. That's interesting. That's a You were just telling your boy about Bradley Anae. Oh, Anae is so good. I want him so bad, but I know it's ugh. I don't know if we're gonna get him. What? Giants about to announce another steal in the draft. Another steal? What do you mean another steal? Giants pick is in. Let's see what the Giants are selecting. Simpson? Ooh! John Simpson? That's a hell of a left guard. I like John Simpson out of Clemson. Ooh-wee. That guy knows how to move people out of the paint. That's a steal. That's a steal. He's a hell of a left guard. What a left guard. And this is definitely the round to be picking these kinds of steals. That's a good pick. That's a good pick. Giants are low-key stacking really good players in there. Watch the Bucks get an eye. I'll fucking cry. Yeah. Chat, how are all y'all doing today? I really appreciate you being in here. Y'all are awesome. 11 likes, 38 people watching. Thank you so much. Make sure you share this out to your friends and family. Share this out on the Twitterverse. Look at that big board. I see a big board for the Giants. And now they're marking stuff. What are you doing, huh? I see your stuff. I see what's going on here. Mike Mayock in the background here for the Raiders selection. Let's see what the Raiders decide they want to do. Did that take away the screen? It did. Son of a gun. All right, I'll put that back out to full screen. Sorry about that, guys. The Giants pick comes in. Or no, excuse me, that was the Raiders. What is wrong with me, bro? Okay, the Raiders get John Simpson. What am I doing? And now the Giants pick is in. What's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? That's a great pick by the Raiders. Guys, I think I have a mental health issue. My brain is gone. So Simpson to the Raiders, and now the Giants at 4. I'm losing my marbles, guys. I think it's from doing too much draft content. Sorry about that, ladies and gents. I really apologize. And now we're on America's favorite burgers with an egg on it and honey biscuits from Wendy's. Weaver would be pretty scary. Anai would also be interesting. A lot of talent's about to come off in this round, and this draft is still deep. When we get into the 5th round, it's still going to be deep. I don't know if we'll go defensive end after taking Marlon Davidson. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking another 1 to 2 week break. I don't know, Bangley. I might, Bangley. Troy Dye. Dye is really bad at getting off blocks, but he's a disruptor. He's better at going after the quarterback and stopping runs close to the line. I wouldn't trust him in coverage right now. I don't think we need another I don't think we need another corner. There's no point. Giant selection. Darnay Holmes, corner, UCLA. Darnay Holmes to the Giants. I don't know why that's a steal. Why is that a steal? Why is that a good pick? Real questions are being asked here. What do you think about the safety from Iowa? I don't really have great thoughts on him. Darnay Holmes, corner, UCLA. Solomon Kinley, Georgia, goes to the Dolphins. Sorry, peeps. The Nick Course. What's going on? Hope you're doing well. 5'9", 193, Darnay Holmes. You play him as a slot? He looks like a slot corner. He looks like a slot corner, too. No, they have him on the outside. That's pretty great. That's pretty interesting. Charger selection is in. So Solomon Kinley off the board for those of you. Joshua Kelly, running back UCLA, has just gone to the Chargers. Told you the picks are going to come flying off the board very fast. Panthers on the clock. Actually, Panthers pick is in, and Cardinals are on the clock. Or at least that should be the order of things currently. So 2 UCLA guys go off back to back. So New York has Andrew Thomas, Xavier McKinney, Mac Peart, and Darnay Holmes. It's a weird draft for them. Solomon Kinley is now with the Dolphins. Jeremy Chin has just been selected by the Panthers. So that's going to make all of the Falcons fans mad because they overhyped Chin. Solomon Kinley was one of those guys that I was hoping Atlanta would be able to get. No, it just says the Panthers are on the clock, so maybe that was just the thing that they were doing. I thought that was the selection, but it's not Jeremy Chin. Was that their third? That was their third rounder. My bad. Sorry, Hal. Sorry, everybody. I think I'm out of there. Miami Dolphins have been Tua, Austin Jackson, the Noah Igbenade guy, Robert Hunt, Rickwan Davis, Brandon Jones, and Solomon Kinley. Man, they're stacked, man. You like Solomon more than Henny? No. No. No, sir. Carolina's pick is in. The Cardinals are on the clock. Joshua Kelly just went to the Chargers just a second ago. Probably go through about 3 or 4 more picks before we go to commercial break, hopefully. Yeah, Vlash, I might need some milk. I got a sweet tea in front of me, though. Weaver's good 4th round value. I thought Weaver was going to so much higher. What do you think about getting a quarterback? I wouldn't. Shane Lemieux still available. Yeah, true. Arizona sweet tea. I'm not about getting a quarterback because it's too early to be doing that nonsense. It is nonsense. It really is. Why would you go get another quarterback when you have Matt Ryan for the next 3 years? Maybe even 4 years, depending on what they do with Ryan. Depending on who the head coach is. Archangel, good to see you, my man. Rise up, stay grounded. Who do we get today? I don't know, man. But I'm excited about it. That's what I'll say. Maybe Atlanta can get a linebacker. Troy Dye, Oregon, Alton Robinson, Kenny Robinson. You know, there's guys like Francis Bernard, Evan Weaver, Curtis Weaver, Bradley and I. Plenty of value. Kenny Willekes, still plenty of value. If we get Leaky Foe 2, I'm going to start punching the air. That's one of my guys. Oh, they've been waiting on the Panthers pick because it was a fan thing. Stop. Stop. Go away. Go away. I don't want that on my screen. Get off my screen. Troy Pride, corner, Notre Dame to the Carolina Panthers. Start seeing some names fall off here. Some weird ones start falling off. Falcons only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks away. See who the Falcons take in the 4th round. We got 2 picks here in the 4th round. Good corner. Yeah. Botch tape on Leaky looked bad. Carolina's draft has been pretty decent. Pick is in for the Cardinals. Browns up next. Why do people always show picks that are like, or interceptions that are easy, like just underthrows? Like, who cares about your underthrows interceptions, bro? Who gives a damn about your underthrow interceptions? Isaiah Simmons, Josh Jones. Who else did they haven't taken anybody else. Oh, Leaky Foe 2 to the Cardinals. God damn, the Cardinals are having the draft I want. So Leaky Foe 2 to the Cardinals. So there goes that. Hurt my feelings. Browns pick is in. Jags on the clock. Well, I feel like a linebacker here, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Falcons go running back, which would spell the doom and end of Ito Smith as we know it, or maybe they trade Brian Hill. We'll see what they want to do here. Cleveland Browns select show me that selection, bro. Harrison Bryant, tight end from Florida Atlantic. Interesting. Interesting. (1,004) receiving yards, most in FBS for last year, I believe. Jags pick is in. Minnesota Vikings on the clock. Jags draft has been very Jaguar-esque. I don't necessarily think we need another tight end with the two guys that we currently already have on the roster. You know what I'm saying? Bring out the zebra. Robert Bennett, what's going on, dude? Ben Robinson, good to see you, my man. Rise up, stay ground. I hope you're doing well. What a day, man. It's already started. I don't think we need to go in with another tight end, especially with the guys we already have. We have plenty of guys. I didn't love the picks, but every one of them is understandable. Every one of them makes sense. And every one of the picks is so solid that, like, I'm not going to shit on them. I'm not here to shit on them. I'm here to welcome these new NFL players, these new Falcons into the organization. And to be honest with y'all, like, every one of those picks is great. AJ Terrell, great pick. Marlon Davidson, great pick. Matt Henney, great pick. Great picks. Great selections. I'm glad we didn't go after the most athletic guy, but he's really, really good. Leaky Foe 2 with the Cardinals now. That always never get my guys, right? Never ever get my guys. Always guess picks right, but never get my guys. Leaky is so strong, man. And he's gonna get better. He's gonna get even better. He was never this heavy. Yeah, but I like Henderson better than Cushenberry. Cleveland Browns select Harrison Bryant out of Florida Atlantic. Jags pick is in. Vikings on the clock. Or excuse me, the Vikings are on the clock. Ben Barch, tackle from St. John's, Minnesota. That's interesting. 3 picks away from the Falcons selection, or 2 picks away from the Falcons selection. Can I get some hype in the chat from you guys as we get closer? No, because Weaver can't play 3 tech. He would be a straight 5. It is. This is a solid pick. Pick is in for Minnesota. Denver on the clocks, just waiting for those things to happen. I'm very excited about Marlon because he can do more than Claiborne does and still do the Claiborne role. He can play on the left-hand side. He can play on the right-hand side. He can play in the interior. He can play on the exterior. He can play 5. He can play 4. He can play 3. He can play 2. He's the kind of guy that can penetrate on sub packages and dominate and run defense on base packages. Marlon Davidson's the truth. Who do I mean in Apex? Octane, of course. Octane, always. Always Octane. He's a meme, but he's a solid pick. Bloodhound right now? Oh, yeah. That's what's up. I think Ark is feeling better today. He's feeling good. DJ Wonham, defensive end, South Carolina, has been selected by the Minnesota Vikings. Broncos on the board. Falcons on the clock. DJ Wonham. Thinking emoji. I remember the time the dude flew you off the cliff. That was a long time ago. That also pissed me off. I was really upset. I was like, I wasted moments of my life. Vikes going after guys with traits, man. They really are. They're going after guys with traits. 1 pick away, boys. 1 pick away. Let's see what the Falcons do. Broncos are still on the clock. Oh, Jordan Daniel. Come on, man. You can't be pissed if you don't get every player that you like. Got to keep going. Got to keep moving forward. Has Jake Fromm gone yet? No, he has not. Daily protein shake, 7 eggs, cottage cheese, a bunch of other crap. You don't have to be upset with not getting a certain guy. The thing about the draft is allow the process to show you how you shake things out. I think Hennessy is a solid left guard, but will transition to being a full-time center in the NFL and definitely be up in that level where Alex Mack is. Albert, I'm not, man, okay, it's Albert from Missouri. I'm not even saying this last name. Nice try. Falcons on the clock. Pick should be coming in shortly. Albert Okawuju Bubblegum. That guy. So the Falcons on the clock. Pick should be getting in shortly. Let's see what the Falcons do here. They want to take this pick. They want to trade this pick. Albert O. Yep, Albert O. That's the one. Albert O from Missouri. So remember, guys, we'll have a in-depth discussion about whoever the pick is for Atlanta. Remember, no spoilers, guys. Let's keep everything clean so that I have a genuine reaction. Dougie E. Fresh goes, people that want the Falcons to take a wide receiver. Ugh. Fourier was a 5th round pick, I believe. 5th or 6th. SB. Oh, yeah. Terrell's fine. Terrell's fine. Duke Riley again. That would be hilarious, dude. I would die. I would absolutely die. I'd be like, Duke Riley again. Ah! Man, the Falcons are taking their sweet ass time with this. I mean, we're on commercial break too, so 6th rounder? Yeah, 6. Remember, Dan Quinn was like, oh, I think Sheffield can be an outside corner. We draft AJ Terrell. Oh, I think Fourier Oluokun is going to be the guy right next to Deion Jones. Thinking emoji. 2 Falcons picks in the 4th round, and all of the linebackers that could potentially replace him are all sitting here. Feel more at home on YouTube? Hey, man. Thank you for going back and forth. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Pick is in for the Falcons. Hype in the chat, please. I need as much hype as possible in this chat right now. Here we go. The Atlanta Falcons select Markel Walker, Fresno State inside linebacker. There it is. Ha! Ha! Well, 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 well. Okie dokie. For those of you who have not watched Markel Walker, woo, y'all gonna be surprised. Oh man, oh man, oh man. What? Okay. Here's another one. Here's another. Everybody's gonna be like, who? And I'm gonna be like, yo, you need to check this kid out. This is another good selection. This is just another solid selection. I'll show you guys film on him right after this, if you guys want me to, or maybe later in the week. I might be just doing all Sunday. I might be just doing film sessions. Markel Walker. Let me pull this up on the screen so you guys can see. Pull up his profile for you guys so you guys can kind of get a feel for him. But 6'3", 230, ran a 4.65 40-yard dash, 20 bench press reps, 33-inch vertical, 122 broad jump, 7.09 second 3-cone drill, and a 4.25 shuttle. People were saying that he's a 6th round prospect. He's probably going to be an inside linebacker, which would push Deion Jones to outside linebacker, potentially. That's interesting, dude. That's a... Interesting, dude. That's cool. That's a good pick. That's a damn good pick. Little inconsistent, but honestly, most of the guys in this draft were going to be kind of inconsistent anyway. Inside linebacker. To Biggs, you don't know that. There are guys that you think you can get them one round later and they go really high. So don't talk to me about value, my man. Like, teams value who they want to value and they take them in what rounds they want to take them in. That's why I don't get too upset about it. That's a good pick. No, we don't have a 5 or 6, so we might trade down. Jets selection is in. LaMichael Pirine, so they're going after their speed running back. Yeah, he's definitely a guy that can go after the quarterback. He's super underrated. He really is. They're going over the picks from before. I'm on ABC right now. They're going over the picks from before. And they're currently doing a they're currently doing, I believe, what is that, Denver? So that was right before us. So just give it a second and it will show you the pick. Yeah, I get it, but I don't care about value, honestly. Value is so subjective. That's why I'm like, take your guy if he's there, you know? If it makes sense to take him, man. Yeah. I don't know if Bradley and I will be available. I think he's going soon. Unless we take him in the with the next 4th rounder, and then we're pretty much done. Then we'll have a 7th rounder. Logan Stenberg has just been selected by the Detroit Lions. I'm going a little bit faster. I don't know why my stream is going so goddamn fast. Marquette Walker. We're talking about him now, so if you guys want to tune in, go ahead and talk to him. Fresno State, 6'3", 230. Could go up to 240 in my opinion, but could go up to 240 in my opinion. But they have him rushing off the edge a lot too. But he plays middle linebacker for Fresno State. He's a spooky player, man. Very underrated. He might be, because he's going to be rushing a lot. He'll go after the quarterback. He'll go after guys. This might be your quote-unquote Sam linebacker. But I think he's a middle linebacker in the NFL. I like how they have him play so close to the line and then just go in and just rip things to shreds, man. Terrell Davidson, Hennessy, and Hennessy and Walker. Woo! It's draft right now. It's draft right now. Getting interesting. Yeah, our next pick is quite far away. $134. Yeah, definitely a Dan Quinn style pick. If I were to get out of the 4th round, and trade down, that would be one thing. But if I were to stay here in the 4th and take a player, so Walker comes in as a linebacker, defensive end. Probably play middle linebacker most likely. Then you have Dion and Foye. So I don't think you really need to go after another linebacker unless you're like that. Unless you're trying to get another middle linebacker and then you start showing a 34 look this season. That'd be funny. I think what you do here is get a running back. So we called linebacker, and I think now you go get a running back. Michael's like, Eason, get me a quarterback so I can say, get the hell out of here, Matt Ryan. True. I think we might get a running back in here and we get rid of Ito. I'd love to have Ito back, though, because he's a good runner and a good catcher, and we already play a 4-2-5. I like how people are like, you can get that much later. Come on, we gotta get ourselves a real dog, a playmaker. Just let the draft flow. Let the draft flow. And then react as the picks come in and go, how does that... Do this exercise with me. Everybody in the chat, I want you to do this exercise with me. You don't want to do it and you go, Dan, no, I'm going to keep to my beliefs. Okay, that's fine. But do this exercise with me if you feel so. Whatever the next pick the Atlanta Falcons take, don't apply it as in, what's the value of the player? Apply it as in, how are we going to utilize that player and where does he fit? Because if that player is, say, a tight end, how does that tight end fit with the current tight end group that we have right now with Jaden Graham and Hayden Hurst? A number 2, a number 3, a blocker, pass catcher, and start getting the dynamics. If you see the Falcons take another corner, where's his playing time? You know that Oliver and Terrell are most likely going to start, and Sheffield's probably got the slot corner position locked down. So if you put another corner behind all these guys, it's not helping the team out right now. You need things to help you out right now. There goes Jacob Eason. He has gone to the Indianapolis Colts. If the Falcons take a safety, is that safety better than KZ, Allen, or Neal? Especially since they love all three of those boys and pretty much said that they're the starters. So now, what we can say currently is that Foye might not start because Walker's here. But he might get the original start because of his veteran, like his what's the word I'm looking for? Seniority. Because of seniority. So, to me, and this is just how I want you guys to practice this. Everybody sit back and take a deep breath and practice this training session with me. Whoever the Falcons take next, apply not the value of the round or position that they're being drafted in, but how does that guy start or play in a game? How many hoops will he have to jump? What is his transit? That's not the word I'm looking for. What is his full usage for the team, and how can he do things for us? If it's a running back, a wide receiver, a tight end, offensive lineman, say it's a defensive end or a defensive tackle, or maybe it's a safety or a corner. How does he get snaps? How does he play in the game? What kind of level is he at currently? How can he affect the game? Instead of going, we could get a guy later in the draft to go do that. Go, how does this guy affect us right now? Because Dan Quinn and Thomas Dimitroff need people to affect right now. Do that training exercise with me, and you will enjoy this draft more often. Don't think about it like that, Carl, because you're only thinking about brand names. Dante Fowler Jr., Tack, Marlon Davidson, Kaminsky are all your edges, with Means, Jacob Tatui, Mariner, and Larkin on the bubble on the outside looking in. Those are your edges. And then your interior currently is Sanat, Grady, Bailey, Davison. And a couple of those guys that I previously mentioned can also play some 3-tech. So there might not be a lot of room to put another defensive lineman on the board. But if they did, then that would mean that they'd have to wiggle. Reggie Robinson, corner out of Tulsa, has gone to the Dallas Cowboys. So the Cowboys continue the secondary look. And the Falcons pick gets ever closer. Steelers on the clock. Jets should be up next. There's no such thing as CBA. Stop that. Or, excuse me, BPA. So stop that BPA talk. We don't need a corner. We've got Oliver. We got Terrell. They're going to be fine. We've got Sheffield, too, so we don't need a slot either. And we've got Miller. We've got Allen. We've got KZ. Blady Ware Wilson. You've got corners. You want it to be overpowered. It's never going to be like that ever. And we don't really need another tight end either, because we got Hayden Hurst and we've got Jaden Graham, and those guys are going to see snaps on the field. But you got Julio, Gurley going to be catching some balls, Calvin, you've got Russell Gage, you've got yourself a Treadwell. You've got a lot of mouths to feed. Think about snap counts, too. Think about snap counts. Why do we need Bryce Hall? What does Bryce Hall bring to the team? How does he play? Where would he play? Who would he have to jump to be able to play? Think about those things when you're throwing them in the chat. Think about it. If we get another linebacker, Prince Ward, if we get another linebacker, I'm gonna say something to y'all. We might be looking at interesting formations. We might be looking at some interesting shit. G-Dog, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing well. Hope all the peeps on the Falcons boards are doing well. I would love to get another running back in here to compete with Quadri, Hill, and Ito and have a change of pace guy behind Todd Gurley, who's going to be probably getting a lot of snaps. Although I know most of you are probably like, Najee Harris 2021. I think Allison's going to be fine. I think Allison, Gurley are locks to be on this roster. Who did Zach Moss go to? I'm not sure. Did he go yet? Pick is in for the Steelers. You got, remember, you got Sheffield. Anthony McFarland Jr., running back out of Maryland, has just gone to the Steelers. Great pick. You've got Sheffield to play slot corner right now, so you don't need another slot corner. I don't like breaking people's bubbles, like bursting people's bubbles, but it's like once you start saying names, then you're like, oh no, what do we have left to supply? What else do we need to put onto the board? And it starts getting really shallow. Like, you're like, unless we move guys out of the way, there's no playing time for anybody, you know? Like, it starts getting kind of locked in. Like, you know who's going to make the roster because most of the roster's already veteran. Sheffield's the best corner that we have, I think. I think he's the best slot corner. I think A.J. Terrell is a better corner than Sheffield. My opinion. Tay just was like, I hope we get the Maryland running back. Shit. I think Oliver is a really good corner. He's just going to need some help. He needs safety help. I think all good corners need safeties. I think all bad corners need safeties. I think all corners need safeties. Safety play is so important. Well, there's not a lot of safeties left that I trust to be able to do that unless you're doing like Kayvon Wallace. But to me, I think you just run with Allen, Neal, and KZ as safeties, and just if you've got veterans back there, they know what they're doing, they know how to do their job. Keep it real. Bobby, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing well. Izop, what's going on? Yeah, I don't think it makes any sense to take a tight end. I think running back would be the only offensive thing that I would take at this point, unless you're going to double dip at offensive line, but that doesn't make any sense either. Especially when you're trying to pay these guys, you know? There's so many multiple layers. How many snaps a guy is going to get? Who's in front of him currently when you draft him? Does he need to be a starter year one, or does he need time to develop? What contracts are in front of him when you're paying somebody? Will you have to immediately pay him after you pay another offensive lineman? You have to think about all of these things that are in front of what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Backup O linemen are Carpenter, Brown, Gano, McCray. There's a bunch of guys that are back there. There are a bunch of guys that are back there, but not a lot of hope if somebody goes down. Yeah, definitely a good pick. Ghost Peppers, I hope you're doing well, man. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. No pun intended. Ghost Peppers. Oh my God. Funny as hell, man. Funny. I don't know, Jamal Washington. I have no idea, dude. Not a clue. Jets are on the clock. It looks like we're about to go to a commercial break again. What running back do you like that's still on the table? I like very eclectic running backs. I like very, very eclectic running backs. So let me show you kind of some of the running backs that I see currently on the undrafted list so far that I would go after. Let's see here. You're gonna be like, Benjamin. Nope. I go past that one. Down, 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 down. You're why aren't you gonna get any of those guys? Nope. Down, down, down. This is the first one that I would take a look at. Darius Anderson. The first one that I would look at would be Darius Anderson. That's a really, really good running back. All right, next set of running backs that I would go. Sewu. I would go after Sewu. Salvon Ahmed. I would go after him. Tevin Feaster. I would go after him. And that would be it. Salute, sir. Salute back, sir. Hope you're doing well. Pick is in for the Jets. Jake Fromm. Rams on the clock. Wait, did they really take Jake Fromm? For reals, for reals? Because now the Rams are on the clock. Was that a trade? No, they were up next. Wait, what? Lions. Colts. Jacob Eason. And then it takes me off onto commercial. F that. F that nonsense. It was about to show me who they picked. I would love Anaya to be here in Atlanta. I really would. But Marlon Davidson, I don't know, just kind of blows that out of the water. You know what I'm saying? Not named Jake, but was his name Fromm. Oh, look at that. The Rams just traded out of pick 126, and they've given it to the Houston Texans, so the Texans have traded up. Robinson would be very interesting. Alton Robinson would be very, very interesting with Atlanta. That's a name that you guys haven't heard yet, have you? Is this Pokemon music? No way. No way. Drop it hard. Dye would be interesting. Malik Harrison would be interesting. Evan Weaver would be interesting. We just took a linebacker, so I don't know about taking another one. Unless you're converting one of them to a full-time rusher, which you just got Walker, so Walker can kind of do that. Well, Walker's going to be an inside linebacker, which is very weird. Or maybe a Sam. But we don't really use a Sam in our offense like that. Or excuse me, our defense like that. Malik's gone. I forgot about that. My bad. So, let's see here. Harrison went yesterday. Yeah, true. True. My bad. Houston Texans selection is in. I didn't get to see the Jets selection. Still says Jets selection. Charlie Heck. Charlie Heck has just been selected by the Texans. Okay, I'm going to reset this one. So I don't know what happened here. I don't know why this is doing this. But it's not updating, which is kind of pissing me off. It already has the Eagles on the clock. Okay, James Morgan, the Florida International quarterback. Okay, cool. And then Charlie Heck just went to the Houston Texans, so the Eagles are on the clock now. Very interesting. Falcons getting closer to their pick. Plenty of talent still on the board. What position would I add on defense? I don't think there's a position on defense that needs to be added. NFL.com is always slow. Should I go to ESPN or something else? Eagles pick is in. Buffalo on the clock. They got Highsmith. That's interesting. Highsmith and TJ Watt. Syracuse defensive end is really badass. Yeah. I was behind him in it. Oof. Anthony Wright says defensive end needs to be added with this upcoming pick. You've got Marlon Davidson. What's the problem? Why are we overloading it? We've already got Dante Fowler Jr., Takk McKinley, Kaminsky, and Davison. You've also got Means, Jacob Tatui Mariner, and Larkin behind that. Not to mention your inside guys currently are Sanat, Davison, Grady, and Bailey. Welkus would be interesting. Eagles selection. Kayvon Wallace, safety, Clemson. Good pick. Solid pick there by the Philadelphia Eagles. Gonna move on. Bills on the clock. Pick should be in soon. Jets are back up for another pick. Why do we need an offensive tackle really bad? Mitch. You've got McGarry and you've got Matthews. Both are very, very good. They're definitely going to use him as a 3-tech, but they're going to be able to use him inside and out. You definitely need to watch his tape, Prince. Everybody needs to watch Marlon Davidson tape because they're like, a 300-pound man moving that fast on the outside is insane. Plus, he wins with power and speed. Just for depth purposes, I mean, we've got Gano and McCray. Both are tackles who can play guard. I would take that with a pinch of salt, Anthony Wright. Take that. Hey, man. Take that with a pinch of salt, Anthony. Oh, man. Careful. He'll be defensive end and defensive tackle. I mean, it's all to what the Falcons want. It's not whether or not our trust level means anything. You know what I mean? I'm being subjective here. $69 people in the chat. Hey guys, let's keep the record up for 3 straight days in a row. Can we get to 50 likes today? We've done it 2 days in a row now. Smash that like button. Keep the record alive, boys. 3 days in a row. Can we do it? Bill's still on the clock. Again, don't believe everything you hear from them. Look, take everything they say with a grain of salt, because the way that he performed inside and out, he is Adrian Claiborne. He actually does what Adrian Claiborne has done better than Adrian Claiborne. B-Baller says, yeah, I'm telling you, Davidson was my favorite players at Auburn as an Auburn fan. Year after year, consistent pressure, durable, and nasty as hell. War Eagle, rise up. Hey, let's go. Bill's pick is in. Buffalo Bills select Gabriel Davis, wide receiver, UCF. I remember him. I live here in Central Florida. Hecka fast. They always have hecka fast guys. Hecka. Heckla fast. Boyos. Keep those likes coming, guys, so we can get to that 50 streak. Amazing. You guys are wonderful. I really appreciate it. That's why I think they're going to, Anthony, that's why I think they're going to move him inside and outside all over the field. Not only on the right-hand side, but also on the left-hand side. Because remember, Claiborne couldn't play on the left, or excuse me, the right-hand side of the D-line because of his condition. He has Ebbs palsy, so he could not rush from his right-hand side. But this allows another guy to come in here and be able to rush from not only the left-hand side, but also the right-hand side. Pretty decent, if I mean, you know, if I say so myself. Yo, Falcons pick is coming right up, guys. Here we go. Falcons pick is coming up very, very soon, y'all. Bigger upside. Definitely bigger upside. Definitely bigger upside. You're right. Scary, scary upside. Scary upside. I believe Anai is still on the board. Jets are on the clock right now. No fifth, no sixths. We have a seventh, though. So we had 2 fourths and a seventh. We could trade out of our pick. Fowler, Bailey, Kaminsky, Means on the depth chart at DN. Why not add Curtis Weaver and Bradley and I? Because you're forgetting Tack McKinley. Fowler, Tack, Bailey, Kaminsky, Means, but Bailey's going to be playing 3-tech. Because remember, we lost Jack Crawford. Those snaps are going to be allocated to be in between Grady Jarrett, Davison, and Bailey. So your multiple 3-tech snaps are going to be mostly there, and then your second tier of 3-tech snaps, when those guys are playing other positions, fall to Davidson, Marlon Davidson, and Kaminsky. That's where those 3-tech snaps will come. So you most likely will see Kaminsky and Marlon be put inside when we're trying to rush on nickel packages. And I think Tack's going to have a decent year this year. I really do. I think a lot of y'all are shitting on Tack, and even I meme about Tack McKinley, but I think he's going to do well. What are we doing with Sanat? Man, it sucks to say it, but I think Sanat is probably dead in the water. Unless he beats somebody out. Plus, apparently, Kaminsky's supposed to have a bigger role this year. So you have Tack and Dante Fowler Jr. You have Kaminsky and Marlon Davidson as defensive ends. And you have Jacob Tatui, Mariner, Means, and Larkin all behind. So you have 7 defensive ends on the roster right now. And 2 of those defensive ends can kick inside and play 3-tech in Kaminsky and Davidson. So then you have Tyler Davidson as a nose tackle, but he also plays 3-tech. And you have Grady Jarrett, who can play all over the entire line. And you have Alan Bailey on a 2-year contract this year and next year. So you get what I'm saying? Kaminsky is... he's good. He's really good. Well, you're only going to run with about 6 or 7 defensive linemen per game. Most of the rest are all out. And if I were to count 7 defensive linemen or 6 defensive linemen for a game, it would be Grady, Dante Fowler Jr., Tyler Davison, Alan Bailey. That's 4. And now I only get 3 more, and it would be Tack, Kaminsky, and Marlon Davidson. So now I'm at 7. Those are my 7 for game day, and then all the rest are sitting. So all the rest are sitting. Means, Larkin, Sanat. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's not enough snaps. There's not enough snaps to go around. There isn't. Unless you start removing people. And that's the ultimate question right there. If you start moving people. Jets take Cameron Clark, guard out of Charlotte, and the Vikings are now on the clock. Falcons are now 1, 2, 3, 4 picks away from their next selection. So that's why I always like to walk it through with people, because once you have those 7 for game day, then you're not carrying the rest on the squad, because you got to carry offensive linemen, you got to carry your wide receivers, you got to carry your linebackers, you got to carry your corners and safeties, you got to carry your running backs for game day. They usually have about 3 or 4 of those active on a game day. You only have, like, what was it, 40-something people active on a game day roster? You know what I'm saying? I hear you, Lieutenant. Now the question is, do you think we do anything post-free agency? Or post-draft free agency? We definitely will. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all. James Lynch out of Baylor going to the Minnesota Vikings. That's absolutely terrifying. Him and Marlon Davidson had the highest pressure ratio in the draft for their position. 14.8%. Very interesting. Now the Cardinals on the clock. Where will the Cardinals go? Falcons are 3 picks away from their next selection. And this is pretty much the end of the draft, because I don't think I'm going to do the 7th round. I don't think I'm going to do 6th and 7th rounds, or excuse me, 5, 6, and 7. Because the 7th round pick, usually that particular player doesn't necessarily make the roster or have a spot. So they're just showing off some of the guys that are currently on the board, as well as guys that have been picked. Yep, can't get everybody. Got to move on. I know. Pick is in for the Cardinals. Minnesota back on the clock again. Wonder who they're going to select. Yeah, right? I might, Cortez Network. Right now, I think I need to take a little bit of a break. I need to keep myself fresh because I'm exhausted. This draft process has kind of put me Like, I'm just so tired. And you know we're going to have UDFAs out the wazoo. We'll probably get a couple of really, really good players at the UDFA market and keep some of those on our practice squad for what it's worth. So the Vikings are on the clock. Cardinals pick is in. Seattle should be up next, and then we have Atlanta at 134, which is their final pick before their 7th round pick. So I don't think the Falcons are going to be making any more selections in rounds 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, I know. I get it. Rashad Lawrence, defensive tackle out of LSU, is now a Cardinal. That's now okay. Wait, Lawrence and Fotu next to each other? God damn. Chill out with that. Pick is in for the Minnesota Vikings. The Seahawks are on the clock. Falcons are right up after the Seahawks. Here we go. Guys, start getting hype in the chat because we're about to have our pick after this commercial break. You know what's going to happen. The Panthers draft was absolutely fantastic. Now, they have to make it work, though. You know what I'm saying? If it's a Nye, then somebody has to move out of the way. And it'd have to be Means, in my opinion. If it's Bradley and I will jump for goddamn joy if it's Bradley and I, then guess who has to move the hell out of the way? Steven Means has to move the hell out of the way. Or Jacob the Tui Mariner, which I would be sad about. Don't you dare start talking about Takk McKinley getting traded in the 4th round to get more picks. You stop that right now. Imagine Fromm to the Falcons. Imagine a bucket of vomit on the floor. Imagine a bucket of vomit on the floor, and you're like, oh, I should take that outside and dump it so that it doesn't get all over my floor, and then you tip the bucket all over the floor, and you're like, ah, god damn it. Look at all this vomit all over the floor. Shit. And just as you say that, your dog turns around and takes the biggest, nastiest shit that you've ever taken, and you're like, oh my god. Troy Dye to the Minnesota Vikings. Look, the Vikings just know how to draft, man. Just know how to draft. God damn, Troy Dye to the Vikings. Hell of a pick. Hell of a pick. Seahawks, Colby Parkinson from Stanford. Another tight end that I like. Pass catching tight end. Most likely 100% pass catching tight end. Falcons on the clock. Falcons on the clock. Hype in the chat. If you're not hyping in the chat, what the hell are you doing here? Woo! Get those woos in the chat. All right, let's see. Remember, no spoilers, guys. Please, no spoilers. Falcons on the clock. Pittsburgh Steelers would be up next. If we take another corner, it would be kind of disappointing because it'd be like, there's nowhere for him to play. He would just be a backup. That's such a waste. Who's on the board? Who's even on the board that would work? Everybody's saying, hey, let's get a defensive end. Bro. Marlon Davidson makes that really difficult unless we're moving a guy. No spoilers in the chat, please. No spoilers in the chat. I want a very, very genuine last remark because we won't get another pick until the 7th round. Whoever it is will be a backup. Yeah, pretty much. We could still go defensive end, outside linebacker, running back, linebacker again, defensive tackle. I don't think most of those things are happening. And you know what would be interesting would be Alton Robinson at this pick. Falcons pick is in. Here we go. Jalen Hawkins, safety out of California. Wow. Y'all reaching. Y'all reaching. I'm gonna have to do a little more research on Jalen here, but I know I didn't have him very high. And that, ladies and gentlemen, pretty much concludes the Atlanta Falcons draft. Well, let's open up this man's profile. Let's check this boy out. Jalen Hawkins, 6'1", 208. Round 7 priority free agent. Jesus Christ. Physical safety whose lack of speed and cover talent could pigeonhole him as a box safety at the next level. His eyes and instincts are good enough in space, but Hawkins just doesn't have the twitch to make enough plays on the football. He's a striker, but not reliable as a get-him-down tackler in the open field, and that will work against him. He will need to shine as a special teams contributor to make the roster. Will Smith upgraded his membership to a silver grounder. Thank you so much, Will Smith. I really appreciate it. Dark Knight, what's going on, dude? Oh, snap. He's just reckless and dangerous with the way he plays. There's no reason to have all of those targeting penalties. It's inexcusable. Says an NFC, says a West Coast scout for NFC team. This is what I'm talking about, dude. I didn't have him very high. I think they like his height. 6'1". That's funny, bro. That's funny. Falcons are dumb. I think the Falcons are smart, but this pick is very like, okay. So that's it, man. That's pretty much the setup. Think about that for a second. That's a setup. That's it. That pretty much sets up the draft as it is. So the Atlanta Falcons do have another pick. They have it in the 7th round. I doubt that they will move. But if they do, I'll let you guys know via Twitter. Enjoy the rest of the draft, guys. Rise up and stay grounded. Make sure you hit that like button, that notification bell, that subscribe button. Join the Grounders membership program if you feel so free to do so, if you would like to. I hope you guys enjoyed this draft content. I need rest. I'm going to go to the Discord. Let me put a new Discord link in there for y'all. New fresh Discord link down below. Hold on one second. Just give me 1 second to get it ready. For those in the Twitch chat, thank you for coming through. I really appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and turn off my Twitch chat and start focusing on giving this Discord link out. Hold up 1 second while I put that Discord link in there for you guys so you can join the chat. We made it up to 44 likes. Guys, we need 6 more likes on this video to go to 50. Please hit that like button to keep the streak alive. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as of the time that I just said it right now, the new Discord link is available. If you would like to go to the Discord, the link is in the description of the video or in the description of the Twitch. Check it out. Thank you so much for coming through. I really appreciate it. Rise up, stay grounded. Take it easy, y'all. Your boy, Lieutenant Dan from Unintentional Grounding, live from Orlando, Florida. I really appreciate you guys coming through. Thank you so much for being here. It means a lot to me. It really does. It means a lot to me. Y'all are the best. Rise up, stay grounded, and enjoy the rest of the draft, y'all. Peace and hair grease.